Hey everybody, this is Rick. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of the past. I don't like going back digging in my past. And that's mainly because the past to me doesn't represent good memories. It represents mainly bad memories. I don't know about you, but yeah, the past, I have no use for the past a lot of the time. Now, it can help to go back in your past and relive certain experiences. May help you to understand yourself better and not make the same mistakes again. But generally speaking, I don't like spending a lot of time on the past. It doesn't help me much. So maybe if you have good memories, maybe if you had a nice past, you want to spend time there. But I can tell you this, you don't want to spend too much time in the past. You don't want to spend too much time doing that. Now, why is that? Why is that? It's because when you're in the past, you're not looking ahead, you're not in the present, and you're not planning for your future when you're stuck in the past. Okay, you can't sit around and reminisce and think that's a life. That's not going to help you out. Now, let me give you an example. Okay? When you drive your car, you have a rear view mirror, right? And that's great. You can see what's behind you. You have two side mirrors, you can look behind you. And it's good to look in those mirrors occasionally. Excuse me. Occasionally, it's good to look in that rear view mirror because it gives you some perspective. If you change your lanes, it might help. The side mirrors definitely help. But that's a metaphor for life. Okay? What happens if you look at those mirrors too much while you're driving forward, trying to concentrate on driving forward to get to your destination? Well, eventually, you spend too much time looking in those mirrors, you're going to crash. You're going to crash because you're not concentrating on the present and your future destination. So it's a good analogy. In your own life, if you're stuck in the past, by definition, that means that you're not concentrating enough on the present or where you're going. And that's not a good thing. We all know people who are stuck in the past. They love to reminisce or they love to use the past as an excuse for not dealing with the present. And we can't do that. To move forward, we just can't do that. So what I do is I understand me spending too much time in the past holds me back from being in the present, and therefore I try not to go into the past too much. Okay, now again, you don't want to repeat the same mistakes you've made in your life, so sometimes it's good to go over it and reevaluate. But other than that, don't spend time in the past. Don't look in the rear view mirror, or your life's going to be a crash. You don't want to be a crash dummy. This is Rick. Till next time.